I did arms yesterday. I did not have stretch marks on my arms yesterday. Today I do. Are we ready for this? Because I'm annoyed. See them? Right there? Can you see that? I am growing too much muscle and not losing the excess on the outside. Growing too fast, not losing the excess quick enough. I have stretch marks all over my hips, all over my stomach. I've had 2 babies. I've got them nearly everywhere. I've got them all over my boobs. I've got them all over my thighs, kind of thing. Am I going to put as much lotion on every day as I possibly can? Yes. Am I going to get stretch mark lotion? Yes. Normally I can mentally prepare for things like that. It's caught me off guard. It really has. I've made a tea. I'm going to relax and do research on this because I'm caught off guard a little bit. Anywho. Okay, since that intro, it has been 5 days. I have been on a 1650 calorie day. I can tell you it's hard. It is extremely hard. I snack after dinner. That's what I do. Obviously, by the time I've had dinner, that's my calories done. Alright, cool. So, it's been difficult. However, I have noticed a change already from doing 1 day of full cardio, which was Thursday, and the other day is doing exactly what I was doing. So my cardio day was like a rest day from the weights. And the progress from the other day is pretty dang good. So they're still sort of there, but they're not inflamed purple, and they're not going to be, they don't look like they're stretching anymore. So they've stayed at this stage, and it's just this sort of fat pocket here. So I've got my bicep up here, my triceps under here, but this little fat pocket here is the issue. And yeah, you can see. I don't really know if we can see properly. So you can sort of see just there. The other side hasn't actually stretched yet. It's still at that like I'm about to phase. So hopefully dropping this excess is going to allow that to come down. However, every day, morning and night, I've been putting on this. Oh, I nearly landed in my tea. I've been putting on this stretch mark cream. Highly recommended. I was using it for Zali and didn't use it for Nora, hence why my whole stomach area and my hips just went whoa, because I didn't use it, stupidly. So this is the stretch mark cream to use. Using it every day so that my skin is moisturized, and when it's stretching it's got some give, it's not tight, it's moisturized. Okay, so we are 5 days in to my 14-day plan, and hopefully by the end of my 14-day plan of cutting I can sort of go back to a bit more normal and not feel like I've cut and I'm restraining myself too much, if that makes sense. So hopefully this will sort of ease me into eating a little less calories and getting more protein in is obviously the goal. So yeah, I will check in. I have stretch marks everywhere else. My arms do not need it. So those 2 that are already there now are just going to be the ones, and hopefully I can bring down the skin enough that they won't stay for long, if at all. Anyway, this is my video. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's see what another 9 days can do for me. So making sure that I do my weekly rest day cardio instead. Alright guys, welcome back. It has been probably 3.5, 4 weeks since I started this video. So the first 2 weeks I was really knuckling down on the calorie counting and making sure I stayed under 1650, which I did. I managed to do that really well, and I still had like 300-ish left over, which felt really good. I didn't need to snack anymore, which was my issue. and the stretch marks started coming down. So after a week, I had lost 2 centimeters off my arms. So let's go with what we had. So when I first started the weightlifting properly, my arms were 38 centimeters with like next to no muscle underneath. And then they went all the way up to 42. So I'd realized I was gaining a lot of muscle underneath, but I also had the excess on top, which was just expanding, and my skin was getting really tight, which is when I realized it's going purple and it's starting to stretch. So my right arm's bigger than my left, so naturally the right one's stretched, and the left one I managed to save because I caught it in time. So the first week of calorie counting under 1650, so I was pretty much 13 something every day, and I lost 2 centimeters off the first week, which brought me down to 40 centimeters. And I was really happy with that. I was like, cool, it's all working. I'm making sure it's all working and it's great. And then I also bought the cream, which I showed in this part of the video. Putting it on twice a day, not a week, twice a day. Okay, and then then the next weeks, after 2 weeks of full calorie counting, I had lost 4 centimeters off my 42, which brought me back down to 38. But I could tell, obviously it was mostly muscle underneath, so that was really awesome, very happy with that. And it's been probably 2 weeks since I've measured, and I'm back to 41 centimeters. So they're getting back to the size they were, but not completely bursting from the excess fat on the outside. I've still got a lot to go. It's still got excess, but the stretch marks have stopped stretching and the purple around them has stopped. So pretty sure the left has fully stopped. You can see that it stretched here and a tiny one there, but the purple around the outside of it has gone, which is meaning the sun just went down and now it's gone dark. Brighten you back up again. And the left one, that's actually not stretch mark, the color, what you can see on the screen. I think I was resting it, but they have fully gone, and it's mostly this section here, like you can see my biceps on there, just this section here that holds weight, which is obviously where they start to stretch. So the left one has stopped and it didn't stretch, the right one did a little bit, but we can manage that, put the cream on it, bring the purple down. You'll barely know. I have stretch marks all over my hips and my lower tummy, so honestly they're just gonna match, but I'd rather not have more. The sun's coming back out again. Yes, okay, so I made sure that I measured every second to every third day to make sure it was coming down a bit and make sure that I was under the calories I needed to be under to make sure that it dropped, which was good. My normal calories were like 18, 19, sometimes way more than that when I snacked on like a whole block of chocolate. So, mind you, I did not starve myself of the things that would make me like crave. The things I was craving, I still had, but in moderation, and because I had a goal, it made it a lot easier to not go over the moderation I gave myself. And if I went over with something, it just meant I couldn't eat something else that I would have just had because I'm like, oh, my body needs food. Yeah. So my protein was at about 115 to 120 a day, but I don't eat breakfast, so I do a workout before I eat, which is normally around 11 o'clock. So my first meal is lunch. I do have a tea in the morning that sort of helps me sort of get my sugars up a little bit and a bit of fats from the milk. So yeah, tea in the morning, workout, then I have lunch, then I have some sort of snack or treat or something during the day, and then dinner, and then a dessert afterwards, because the calories that I was counting and the desserts we were making were put in there, and I didn't have to deprive myself of anything that a lot of people do. And then of course you go to your cheat day and you splurge, and then you sort of got to kick back into not having it kind of thing. I did not want that. So I ate in moderation. I ate things I normally would, just less of. Really? Would this sun just stay put? Anyway, that is how I stopped and delayed and got rid of bodybuilding, weightlifting, stretch marks. Alright, so obviously my arms aren't really one that's going to grow very fast, Mine have grown fast because I've pushed them to grow fast. However, legs, booty, stuff like that are going to stretch if your aim is to build big legs. Yeah, so you've just got to sort of pick your battles. I knew that my arms were holding a lot of fat and therefore I needed to bring that down. Yes, okay. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was informative of how I stopped, delayed, all that jazz of stretch marks. Make sure if you see stretch marks coming, make sure that you moisturize with some sort of moisturizer, because it'll help your skin to not tear so violently. I'll show you one on my hips from having babies. It's pretty violent. That one there is pretty big, and my hippie ones are pretty big. So I am used to having stretch marks everywhere else. Arms, I was a little bit shocked. So yes, if you guys have any questions or have noticed stretch marks and just want a support team, message, comment, all that jazz. Follow me on Instagram. I've decided I'm going to post really cool photos of myself. And anyway, my photos are like dark workout photos and I'm very happy with them. So yes, alright, make it look cool. Anyway, it's also more of like a journal of where I was, where I'm going, where I'm gonna be. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like it for me. Subscribe for more videos. I do want to post a video every week. I have delayed this video because I wanted to make sure that everything I was doing was working. Yes, and if you want to see a specific video, comment below what the video would be, because I would love some ideas. Alright, toodaloo, bye bye, love you, ta-da.